गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namah Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namah Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jai Sachinandana Jai Sachinandana Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Vatita Bhavana Gaura Hare Nata Gaura Riba 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 जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, प्रभुपाद अनुगा की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, नित्याय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 35. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Proktam Hi Lokasya Pramanam Satya Laukike Atajani Maya Tubhyam Yad Avocham Ritam Mune. Please repeat. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Proktam Hi Lokasya Pramanam Satya Laukire Atajani Maya Tubhyam Yad Avocham Ritam Mune. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Proktam Hi Lokasya Pramanam Satya Laukike Atajani Maya Tubhyam Yad Avocham Ritam Mune. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Proktam Hi Lokasya Pramanam Satya Laukike Atajani Maya Tubhyam Yadavocham Ritam Mune. Shri Bhagavanuvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Maya, by me, Proktam, spoken, he, in fact, Lokasya, for the people, Pramanam, authority, Satya, spoken in scripture, Laukike, and in ordinary speech, Atha, therefore, Ajani, there was birth, Maya, by me, Tubhyam, to you, yet that which Avocham, I said, Ritam, true, Mune, O sage. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: The personality of Godhead Kapila said, whatever I speak, whether directly or in the scriptures, is authoritative in all respects for the people of the world. O Muni, because I told you before that I would become your son, I have descended to fulfill this truth. Kardama purport: Kardama Muni was to leave his family life to completely engage in the service of the Lord. But since he knew that the Lord himself, as Kapila, had taken birth in his home as his own son, why was he preparing to leave home to search out self-realization of God realization? God himself was present in his home. Why should he leave home? Such a question may certainly arise. But there it is said that whatever is spoken in the Vedas and whatever is practiced in accordance with the injunctions of the Vedas is to be accepted as authoritative in society. Vedic authority says that a householder must leave home after his 50th year. Panchashordhvam vanam vrajet. One must leave his family life and enter the forest after the age of 50. This is an authoritative statement of the Vedas based on the division of social life into 4 departments of activity: Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. Kardama Muni practiced yoga very rigidly as a brahmachari before his marriage, and he became so powerful and attained so much mystic power that his father Brahma ordered him to marry and beget children as a householder. Kardama did that also. He begot 9 good daughters and 1 son, Kapila Muni. And thus his householder duty was also performed nicely. And now his duty was to leave. Even though he had the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his son, he had to respect the authority of the Vedas. This is a very important lesson. Even if one has God in his home as his son, one should still follow the Vedic injunctions. It is stated, Mahajano yena gatasa pantaha. One should traverse a path which is followed by great personalities. Kardama Muni's example is very instructive. For in spite of having the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his son, he left home just to obey the authority of the Vedic injunction. Kardama Muni states here the main purpose of his leaving home. While traveling all over the world as a mendicant, he would always remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart and thereby be freed from all the anxieties of material existence. In this age of Kali Yuga, sannyasa is prohibited because persons in this age are all Shudras and cannot follow the rules and regulations of sannyasa life. It is very commonly found that so-called sannyasis are addicted to nonsense, even to having private relationships with women. This is abominable situation in this age. Although they dress themselves as sannyasis, they still cannot free themselves from the 4 principles of sinful life, namely illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication and gambling. Since they are not freed from these 4 principles, they are cheating the public by posing as swamis. In Kali Yuga, the injunction is that no one should accept sannyasa. Of course, those who actually follow the rules and regulations must take sannyasa. Generally, however, people are unable to accept sannyasa life, and therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stressed, Kalo nasti eva nasti eva nasti eva kathiranyata. In this age, there is no other alternative, no other alternative than to chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The main purpose of sannyas life is to be in constant companionship with the Lord, with the Supreme Lord, either by thinking of Him within their heart or hearing of Him through the oral reception. In this age, hearing is more important than thinking, because one's thinking may be disturbed by mental agitation. But if one concentrates on hearing, he will be forced to associate with the sound vibration of Krishna. Krishna and the sound vibration Krishna are non-different. So if one loudly vibrates Hare Krishna, he will be able to think of Krishna immediately. This process of chanting is the best process of self-realization in this age. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya preached it so nicely for the benefit of all humanity. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namaom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hare Krishna Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. We are reading the story of Devahuti and Kardama Muni, the very ideal couple, a very ideal Krishna conscious couple. It's a beautiful story for those who are new here. Kardama Muni is the son of Brahma, one of the Prajapatis, and he lived a very austere life, Pakka life. Grew up as a brahmachari very strictly because he was determined to be Krishna conscious, want to achieve the real goal of life, love of God, love of Krishna, prema. So he very strictly followed brahmacharya. But his father told, you must get married, you must have children, and you must help me populate the universe. My job is to populate the universe. Okay. He prayed to the Lord that I must get a very Krishna conscious wife, so that I can do my duty nicely, I can live a very Krishna conscious grahastha life and produce children as per my father's desire. And in this way, in no way should my spiritual life be affected. In this way, he prayed very deeply to the Lord, and the Lord reassured him, don't worry, you will get a good support for your Krishna conscious life. And Swayambhuva Manu's daughter Devahuti, very talented, very capable, very beautiful princess. Swayambhuva Manu is the king of the whole world. He is one of the Mahajana, Swayambhu Narada Sambhu Kumaro Kapilo Manuhu. There of course Swayambhu means the supreme, Brahma himself. Kumara Kapilo Manu. Manu is a Mahajana. So Swayambhu Manu, his daughter was being sought by many people because she was very qualified. All great personalities are coming, I'll marry your daughter because she's so beautiful, so capable, so intelligent, so this, so that, everything. So everybody want to get married to a qualified person. But she decided, none of these people are fit for me. I am interested in that person called Kardama Muni, who is sitting in the forest in a small ashram and meditating on the Supreme Lord, because I also want only a person who is fixed in the absolute truth in Krishna. I want such a husband only. I want such a husband. In this way, she will tell her father that Kardama Muni, that person in the forest, is whom I want. You must understand, she is a princess, going to become queen, daughter of the king, emperor of the whole world. How many wonderful persons will be available for her? She decided, none of these fellows I want. You know, she was so beautiful. It is mentioned she was playing ball, using the ball on the rooftop. I don't want to play in a private place, I want to play. And then Gandharvas, Chitrarata, Gandharva, head of the Gandharvas, very famous, very beautiful, very talented, very wonderful singer, everything. He saw, my gosh, who is this girl? So beautiful looking. And then he kept looking at her and he fell down from his carrier, down. Looking at this Devahuti. She was so beautiful. Then only he came to his senses, hey, what happened to me? She distracted him, flying in the sky, fell down. Such was the beauty of Devahuti. But this Devahuti decided, I want that fellow with the beard and hair like this and sitting with a small dhoti around his waist and taking bath every day in the river 3 times, 4 times, getting up early in the morning at 3 o'clock and performing austerities, not eating roots, fruits, shoots from the forest and so thin. That is the person I want as my husband. What a choice. So father said, Yenama indamari யாரோ ஏதோ கிராமத்திலேயாவது பரவாயில்ல, காட்டில் போய் யாரோ somebody sitting in the forest. He didn't say all that. He said, if you want, because he had full faith in his daughter, she make the right choice. All these kings and all are useless, father. They are all after me. So, in this way, by Krishna's divine arrangement, both Kardama Muni and Devahuti met for the first time. Swayambhu Manu took Devahuti to the forest. Okay, this is whom you want, no? Let us go and directly ask him. What is there? I'll ask him directly. Took a daughter and went. Put the daughter in front and said, my dear boy, she very much desires you. Want to marry you only. She is a beautiful princess. But she has chosen you. Can you please help me by marrying her? It is my duty to get her married suitably. I find you a very suitable person. You are very interested in the absolute truth. This is very ideal, huh? In the Galathalana, it is not going to happen like this. All Krishna conscious people and all are not wanted. In fact, they have no market. It is not that they'll go to the forest and get married to some bearded fellow now. Forget it. Even in the city also, you should be clean shaven. High class job. What is your salary? How do you look? Are you presentable socially? Kai kaalalam correct irga? Are you socially okay? Let us see your social media presence. Is there anything you are hiding? Are you deep faking? Is this really the person whom I saw in the social media? Are you the same person? You have to verify many things. And then after verifying, you may not like also. It's very flimsy, the decisions taken. And that is how marriages go on, and that's why they don't last also for a very long time. And now you can get married again and again. It is all okay. It does not, I don't want to go back to Godhead or something. I heard they have to go back to Yamaloka. That's what I have heard. Before I go to Yamaloka, let me enjoy as much as I can. It's a completely different plan. Completely different plan. Everybody wants to marry, at least in the world outside, everybody wants to marry like that movie I saw, so-and-so hero. What a beautiful lady. How they got married, they fell in love and they ran away from home and got married, and oh, wonderful. My life also should be a story like that. I wish it was a movie. You know, people are shooting movie, but I want to make my life really like a movie. I want that person who will come on a white horse with a dagger sword in his hand and brandishing it with long hair, with so handsome. He'll pick me up like that and put on the horse and go away into the clouds. Literally in the clouds. This is what people dream of, but invariably in the material world, marriages are all... After marriage, if you see them only, you'll understand. They'll not be so excited looking at all. Slowly, slowly they'll become different. Because it's not like that. It is not like the movies at all. Real life is very, very different. In fact, directly opposite. All of you are, many of you have actually experiencing or experienced it. And you become calmly wise people, grahasthas, who are taken to chanting of the holy name. This looks the only real thing is this. Valve Mayama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Appa. Finally, at least this let us try. Idliyu Kashtamarge. Or some people are thinking that I have understood, I don't want this Maya. I am going to marry a very Krishna conscious girl. And the girl is also thinking, I want a very Krishna conscious boy. That brahmachari inside the temple is a very Krishna conscious. In this way, everybody wants the best. Actually, this lady taught like that brahmachari in the forest, no, that Kardamuni, he's the right person for me. Father, pe kelunga, our interested a married life lana. But his father, luckily for Kardamumuni, his father already told him get married, do some work for me, for my side. He said, okay, father. So it matched somehow. But in real life, it may not be like that. Anyway, I don't want to speak about this. The rest of the stories, you know a lot. You must have heard a lot of stories, of real life stories. So Kardamumuni, this is the history. And then Kardamumuni got married to Devahuti. And Devahuti was prepared to stay with him in the forest. After living in that costly palace, so luxurious palace, she lived in the ashram, in the small kutiram he has built. Every morning he will light fire at 4:30 in the morning, get up by 3 o'clock, go to the river, take bath, do all his oblations, this yagam, everything he will do all strictly. And his wife was helping him for everything. She was so delicate, nicely brought up, very tenderly brought up in a very rich family, in a very rich palace. Now the rough forest path, all these stones and this and that and everything. She was living there completely different. But she was determined. This is the person I want to serve because I want to get prema, love of God. So she served him so nicely. She became so thin, emaciated because of the austerities in the forest. Such a beautiful girl. She became very different looking. Kardama Muni was very busy, fixed. Everything is doing as per Varnashrama duty, paka. One day he saw his wife. Arey yaar, when she came that first day, how beautiful she was looking. Now she has become like this. Very sincere lady. She has become my wife. I must look after her. I must find out what she wants. I am only worried about myself and she has been serving. So, because he is a very cultured man, she called her one day and said, I am very thankful to you, very grateful to you, my dear wife. You are really Ardhangi, Patni. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. Everything is wonderful about you. But I did not bother to care for you and all that. But I really want to ask you what I can do for you, because you sacrifice yourself so much and you're day and night with me, serving me. What I can do for you? How I can serve you? She said, this is my chance. Now it's my chance. She said, what will a woman desire? A wife, what else she will desire? I want children. To make my life complete. To make my spiritual life complete. I want to have children. A woman desires to have children, have motherhood, have affection for the children, bring up the children like this. This is real lady. இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற லேடிஸ் எல்லாம் வேற மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் ஐயோ சில்ட்ரனே வேண்டாம் வை ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் I cannot go to work, too much botheration. They think very differently nowadays. So she said this to Kardama Muni, and Kardama Muni blessed her. He said, okay, I have to spend some time on this now. So he made a completely different arrangement. He said, we need some extra material facility because there will be children, there will be many things have to change. So he had such amazing power. He created a wonderful spaceship instantly. It had lakes, mountains, rivers, waterfalls, freeways and fruits and whatever you want, house, cottage, palace, everything inside that. He created a whole like a city spaceship, and it will fly from place to place. Where do you want to go? He asked her. I want to go to Nandakanan, Indra's place. Come on, get inside. He went there. He went everywhere carrying his own land, his own facility, everything. It's not ordinary yatra traveling like us. You take full all the, தயிர் சாதம், புளியோதரை, powder, இது எல்லாம் எடுத்து அங்கே இருந்து சமைச்சு, then put that inside, eat it there on the way, clothes. We are going for yatra like that. We have to look into many, many things. Then you forgot to bring salt. Oh my gosh. Then we have to buy so many small botherations. Nothing. He took the whole house and everything together and flew. He was a powerful mystic. No problem for any facility. You tell me what you want, I'll get it for you. How happy the wife will be. இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும் husband. Whatever I ask for, you should be able to give. Otherwise, what is the use of being husband? Look at Kardama Muni here. At least be something like Kardama Muni. As though you are Devahuti. Like that I've seen fights going on. Don't think you're Devahuti, okay? Neither should you think you're Kardama Muni. But here is an amazing couple. Material life. We want to live happily and have all the facilities. Got everything ready. Flying, house, city, everything. Personal airways, Kardama Muni Airways. It's flying in that everywhere. All over the universe. Not just went to Brindavan and Puri. All over the universe he was moving. You must understand the context. And in this way, you had so many children. I think 9 or 13 daughters and all that. And then Kardama Muni will say, now I have given you whatever you want. It's time for me to leave. Vanaprasthi. I am going, leaving family and going. Very painful it will be for the wife. I have given you children. You can manage and depend on Krishna. I am going to the forest to meditate and achieve the real goal of life. Achieve the real goal of life. Not that I will be with you throughout. This is what is the chapter discussing now. She said, no, I will not be able to survive without, you are not going to be there. At least you must leave somebody of you with me. Which means she gave him a hint that I don't have son, I have only daughters. They will marry and they will go. What will happen to me? How will I be looked after? So in this way she gave a hint to him. Still I don't have everything to look after me. So he understood. And then a son was born. That son, he knows also is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because he did specific prayer for that. And then the Lord said, I will appear as your son. Look after your wife. So this has happened. And now the son has grown up. And Kartama Muni understands that now it's time for me to leave. My wife will be looked after by the son. But he also knows my son is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he approaches his son no more like the father. He comes, pays obeisances to his son. And he tells him, I know you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You appeared as per my desire. Right? And thank you very much, my dear Lord. You have been very kind to me, very merciful to me. But now it is time for me to leave home. You may do the needful. You know. In this way, he is speaking. That is what is the shloka. Till now we recollected history. My appearance in this world, the son is speaking now. After he paid obeisances and said all these things, now Kapila Muni is speaking. My appearance in this world is specially meant to, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kapila, said, whatever I speak, whether directly or in the scriptures, is authoritative in all respects for the people of the world. O Muni, because I told you before that I would become your son, I have descended to fulfill this truth. Imagine your son is sitting here, maybe 7 years old, 8 years old, and you paid obeisance to him, and you're addressing him, my Supreme, my Lord, everything. And then the small boy is speaking, I have appeared because you told me as your son. Whatever I have spoken is the absolute truth in the scriptures or what I am speaking now. In this way he is revealing himself to Kartama Muni. This is the shloka. Whatever I speak, whether directly or in the scriptures, is authoritative in all respects for the people of the world. Very important statement. Authority is a big question mark. If you use this word nowadays, most people become uncomfortable. Authority? I don't like any authority above me. Why? I have come to this world after forsaking the authority of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. God itself I got out of his authority. Who else can be my authority? So it's very difficult for most people. Most people will accept authority as long as it is useful to them and it is catering to their requirements. As soon as real authority starts working on, they will not like it. Because that is the nature of people who are conditioned souls. I don't like the authority of God. Why I will like any other authority above me? They are all there for the time being. As soon as my sense gratification starts, nobody is my authority. Neither father, nor mother, nor grandfather. Neither anybody, my employee, employer, nobody is my authority. I am an independent, free person. This is the mode of the conditioned soul. Right? So that is why to accept authority of the Lord is the first culture. A civilized man means one who respects, acknowledges the authority of the Lord. Then he is called a civilized man. Vedic scripture tells us to follow these injunctions and accept the authority of the Supreme Lord. Teaching yourself how to worship the Lord, accept the authority of the Lord is the first step. First step, at least in principle. At least by reading the Shastra, must understand there is somebody called God. And we are all subservient to Him. This is the first lesson anybody must learn. That is why the God factor is very important in our life. If you grow up without the God factor, it is very difficult later in life to accept authority. So that is cultured into your life from the beginning. From the beginning, the children are taught to accept authority. They are told, when they see elders, they'll say, Padimuku, pay obeisances. And the child is wondering, why? For what? Who is he? He is taught. He is elder to you. He is your grandfather. He is your Periyappa. He is a sadhu. He is a sannyasi. Pay obeisances to him. Learning that there is somebody else above me, I should accept his authority, I become subservient to him. This is to be taught to the conditioned soul. This is very important. Actually, you may think that he is a small boy. The Atma is sitting in the small boy's body. That's all. Body will grow now. When it grows, when all the apparatus is ready, when the tool is ready, immediately the Atma will start using it. Poda, I am not paying obeisances to anybody. It will start at the right time. Prabhupada explained the Bhagavatam. Don't think it's just a small child. Just the conditioned soul is waiting for the material facility to grow up. Till then he'll be looking at you and doing all this and very nice things. So cute, so nice. My son is very good, wonderful. Just you wait. As he grows up, only things will happen. When he comes to 15 years old, then only you'll know who is this fellow. I have given birth to, who is this person? Prapte sodase varshe putram mitram vadacharet. Whatever you want to do, you do it before 15 years. Disciplining him, teaching him, loving him, everything you do. After 15 years, throw off everything, put your hand around him and become his good friend. Mitre vadacharet. Mitram vadacharet. Become his friend because he has grown up. He become an adult. The soul will wake up and say, hey, come on, let's enjoy. Let's enjoy. Immediately you will start deciding and start doing it. Right. So authority, you cannot tell him after that. After that, he will not be able to listen to you. So that is why in the Vedic scripture, Kaumaram Acharat Prajna. When he is 5 years old, till then, you shower all your affection on him. All your love. It's also required medically correct. Based on the mother's love and her, feeding him. All these put together, the child grows. All faculties are growing because of that. After that, you must hand him over to the teacher, Gurukula. You should not say, no, now only I want to enjoy affection and love with you. I want to cook for you. I want to see you eating. I want to cuddle you, embrace you, kiss you, hug you. All that I would say, work so hard. No. You have to send him to the Gurukula, not yours. If you don't educate him properly, from 5 years old to 15 years old, discipline. Full discipline in the school. The Guru will teach you. You have to learn authority. If he tells, you must listen. Prabhupada writes in the Bhagavatam, in the Gurukula, The brahmachari has to simply serve. Right? He has to go to the forest, pick up wood for the sacrifice, bring it, make the homa kunda, all this in the morning. Then call the guru, and the guru will perform the homa, yajna, everything. And then after the prasadam, his wife will feed the guru. You will also be standing there and helping the wife. And afterwards, after he has eaten, he will tell you, okay, now you eat. That is a principle. After he is eating, if he forgets to tell you, you eat, you must not eat. You must simply fast. This is brahmacharya life. If he forgets to tell you, or he purposely sometimes will not tell you and watch whether he eats or not, the Guru Mata will become very merciful. He'll tell her, don't feed him. She'll feel very much, small boy, just don't feed him. I am teacher, I am training. Just shut up, don't feed. That's all. He will just fast. Sit down in the corner, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He'll simply keep quiet. This is brahmachari. He's learning how to follow authority. He's being taught how to control his mind, control his senses. And that the Guru will teach. All this time you are listening to authority. It is necessary for you to learn to listen to authority. Listen to the Father, listen to the Guru, listen to elders. All these things are training. Why? Because ultimately you must listen to God, Krishna. You must be trained through all these ways. So Krishna is making statement here as Kapila, whatever I have stated is authoritative, which means what? You must follow. There is no choice. Bhagavad Gita, I will think about it whether I should listen to or not. Actually, there is no option for you. You must. You must listen. But since you are an idiot who does not know this, I am teaching you very nicely. But once you read and fully understand, you will understand the very solid way Krishna is saying, there is no truth above me. Right? If you don't follow what I say, you will be finished. He's telling Arjuna that. He's telling Arjuna, what is the shloka? Let's see if you know. What is the shloka? Atachetvam ahankara nasroshyasi vinangshasi. He tells Arjuna. What is the shloka beginning? At least you know that. Matchitta sarva durgani matprasadat tarishyasi. Atachetvam ahankara nasroshyasi na vinangshasi. He's telling that if you don't listen to me, you'll be finished. You'll lose. But keep me and my instructions always in your consciousness. Matchitta, all difficulties, Durgani, all things coming in front of you, by keeping me in your consciousness, you will overcome successfully. And listen to my instruction, you follow, you will be successful. But if you don't, atachetvam ahankaran, out of ahankara, if you don't listen to what I told you, nasroshyasi, if you don't listen, vinangshasi, you will be destroyed. This whole material world is designed by me like that only. If you don't listen, you are finito, over. You will suffer. This directly Krishna is telling Arjuna. If you don't listen, you will be finished. Same thing is telling here. Whatever I have mentioned authoritatively should be followed. In my scripture I am telling you, and I will be instructing your wife also. She will be following it. Because if you follow it, you will become successful. You will have victory. You will be winning. How many people don't want to win and be successful? Everybody wants to be successful. This is the way of success. Yatra yogeshwaro Krishna yatra partha dhanudhara tatra Sri Vijayo bhutir dhruvanitir matir mama. Vijaya, victory is for that person who listens to what Krishna has mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So here also Kapila is telling, my instructions are authoritative, which means it should be followed. It should be followed. We are all very busy imitating, not following actually. In the material world, nobody follows anybody. Only in spiritual life, people follow. In the material world, everybody, that's why they've written in the social media also, follow. You click there, follow. It's because you're following. I also want to be like you. Following means what? I want to be like you. Very soon, I will also have followers like you. I want to be like you. This is what is conditioned life. I want to be like God. I have come here to make me God. Everybody should follow me. Imagine everybody is thinking like this. Everybody is thinking everybody should follow me. That is why now they are dropping bombs on each other. I told you to follow me. You won't follow me. I drop bomb on you. You don't follow. I won't follow you. Drop bomb on you. Rascal. What do you think? I'll kill you. I am great. Everybody will die. Everybody will die in the end. It's designed for that. Krishna doesn't have to come and kill you. You will kill yourself. You will kill each other. Prabhupada mentioned this. You see the stockpile of nuclear reactors and nuclear weapons all, it is meant for destroying the world only. Maya is making it ready. Why? These fools will use it on themselves. That's very nicely displayed in Krishna wiping out the entire Yadava race. They killed themselves, the entire Yadus. The Yadus fought among themselves, killed each other. Finished. This is Krishna's plan. Krishna doesn't have to come. From inside the software, he can just change the program a little bit. You'll start thinking differently and kill each other. He's sitting in your heart, no? He doesn't have to drop a bomb and have a nuclear this thing and all that. The bomb is from inside you only. You just start thinking differently and you'll kill the other person, he will kill you. Programming. You thought Krishna is not software engineer. He is the original Adi software IT person. He is Adi IT. Sitting in your heart and programming you already. And you are thinking you are the great IT programmer. He is already programming you through his Maya Shakti. He explains it in Bhagavad Gita. So who is authority actually? Mama Maya Duratyaya. You cannot shake yourself even one bit out of this grip of my Maya. You just cannot. Surrender to me. Maya metam tarantite. You will be able to cross over the Maya. This is the way it works. The authority of the Supreme Personality of Godhead should first be understood and it should be adhered to. You see, Prabhupada explained Anukaran and Anushasan. One is following and one is imitating. Most people in this world want to imitate that person. I like him very much. Wonderful. You know what he's thinking in his mind? I want to be like him. That's the meaning of saying I like very much. In the material world, when somebody likes, it means I want that. I want to be like him. I want to enjoy that position. This is the meaning of like. Like is not very innocent. Like means many things. But in the spiritual world, if they like, I follow you. Give me an order. I want to serve you. Why? I like you. This is the meaning of the spirituality. A person who is spiritually oriented, he will genuinely like another person who is finding his way back to Godhead. That person, this is how Devhuti liked Kardama Muni. Her like is not that simply have some fun. You can see even the end, she will, to Kapila Muni, she will tell the same thing. I think I wasted my life developing family, this, that, everything. I got cheated. I actually want to learn about spirituality, about you, and learn how to serve you. And he gives instructions. So accepting the authority is that is why we start learning by accepting small authority. That is why in spiritual life it's very important to practice being under an authority. Of course, you should choose that authority. It should be a qualified person whose words I am willing to listen. Because the way he has led his life and this thing, I can understand, I can follow him. So you accept authority. That's called Guru. Accept the authority of the Guru. Not blindly and all that. You ask substantial questions and you verify, you understand properly, and then you follow. But once you decide to follow, you must follow. That's the meaning of, if you accept a person as your mentor, as your Guru, then you should be willing to follow. And he is also not a fool that he'll give you instructions which you cannot follow. He also knows, so that we don't break the relationship. So cultivating acceptance of authority, serving under him, listening to that person, this is the first thing. Ado Guru Padashaya. Rupa Goswami explains the first thing in spiritual life is to accept the authority of Guru. Follow what he says. This itself will be a very big difficulty. So when we say initiation, it means I'm declaring to everybody, I am going to follow. Publicly I'm declaring. In front of the fire, in front of the demigods, everything I'm declaring, I'm going to follow. What this person tells me, I accept him as Guru. And that person also has got a very big responsibility to nicely instruct you so that you will progress in your servitorship under his authority. It is his duty to make sure that you are progressing in your spiritual education. You will have a lot of challenges. He will also have challenges trying to instruct you according to time, place and circumstance. But he accepts that position as a Guru and takes a big burden and instructs you. Why? This is the way authority is understood. Authority is very interested in your welfare. Such a person only can be your authority. And such a person only you can surrender to and say, okay, whatever you say, I will listen. This is the meaning of Arjuna surrendering to Krishna. Sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Because he had full confidence in Krishna, first of all, no doubt for him. So it was easy for him to surrender to Krishna. But in the material world, many times people have all sorts of things going on. Sometimes the authority are not capable of being authority, but they want to enjoy authority. You know who I am? You know who I am? I'm your father. You don't have to tell that. Your position is very bad that you have to tell that to your son. You know whom you're talking to? That means your position is very bad. Your son either is not accepting you, or you have cast a very bad image on the son, and the authority structure is broken. I don't want to listen to you. You are a useless example you are. And you are telling me I should do this. I should not smoke, I should not drink. But the whole day you are drunk. Who's going to listen to you? You have no authority over me. You are a useless person. I don't want to listen to you. So this is why problems start because of this authority structure. When the child becomes Krishna conscious, he will stop everything. Coffee, tea, eating meat, everything he will stop. Then at home they get very disturbed. Father get very disturbed. Now Solranda, I am your father, I am telling you. But your father, but you don't know what is correct thing to do. Why should I listen to you? See, this is what you're teaching your people. You're teaching them to disrespect parents. Now you got a real problem. Why? I did not tell him to disrespect parents. I didn't tell him. But because of you only, no, I didn't. The Bhagavad Gita is telling that. He has read the Bhagavad Gita. But you only distributed the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, you also read it. You also read it. Have you read it? No. That's why the problem is coming. Problem is coming because you don't know what is your responsibility as authority. Right? It is not that, just to produce the children and then send them to some school and you can continue to do whatever you are doing and tell them, I am your father, okay? Listen to me. Like that. He will not listen to you. If you don't play the role of a father, the father is like Guru. You have to spend time with him, instruct him about Krishna, put him in the right direction, be with him, do all that. You'll see he will listen to you. You don't have to command authority and demand authority. It will automatically happen. It will automatically happen. So that education is necessary, then you are a cultured man. You accept a qualified person as authority, and he knows, I am your authority. He contributes, you listen. This is a perfect combination. And you will become very fast progressive in your life. You will realize Krishna, accept Krishna's authority. You will become a pure soul. You will go back to Godhead. So don't think that Krishna is speaking, I am authority, not because like the father said, I am your father, okay? It's not the way he is speaking. For your kind information, whether you accept or not, I am your authority. Actually, that's what he's saying. You may not accept, but I am your authority. See, you die. It's because of my authority only you are dying. See, your money and all gone. How? Because of my authority only. Money gone. See, bomb fell on your head, your whole building is gone. Who did it? Not Iran, not America. It is without sanction of the Lord, it will not happen. It will not happen. I'll take away. Tam tam dhunoti bhagavan pumsham sochati yat krite. You keep crying that this happened, that happened, and all that. There is no authority here. People, you don't accept authority, no? You suffer having no authority above you. Why? You don't accept the authority of God. If you don't accept the authority of God, you'll suffer not having authority above you. This is what will happen. Everything will be up in flames, bombs will be dropped, and you have to this thing, no LPG, no that, no this. Why? Because you don't accept the authority of God. That is what is the real lesson you should learn. That is all the real lesson you should learn. So when we accept authority of God, and accordingly in the hierarchy everybody is following that, human society will be very peaceful because God is in the center. Representing God are the authorities, and they are very conscious about the fact that I am representing. The king is very conscious that I am king. I have a responsibility to execute. The father is very conscious. I am a father. I have children. I should do properly. I should be a good example. I should worship the Lord. I should show him. It is my responsibility by nature. Similarly, the teacher. Everybody should be responsible towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You will see society will be so good. There will be no problem anywhere. Why? The God factor is running throughout. Krishna will look after. Such people Krishna will fully look after because they recognize him, acknowledge him. When they have the meals, they will chant Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave. Oh Lord, you have put this food in front of me. It is by your mercy this I am eating. It is by your mercy that I am living and functioning and doing. I am reminded of you. I dedicate everything to you. Always you are reminded about God. In the morning when you get up, when you eat, when you take a bath, when you interact with people, when you do your duties, you are constantly thinking of God because He is the central focus. In this way you become God conscious. By accepting the authority, right, of God and His representatives, you will become progressive, you will become learned, you will grow. All these things will happen only if Krishna is there in your life, accepted as authority. Authority is the basic thing, right? God is not a person who just wants to all the time show his authority alone. If you go to Vrindavan, you will see he is not showing his authority, and they don't care about his authority as God also. That is already understood. We know you more than that authority as God. You have authority as God, we know you more than that. You belong to us. Why? We love you so much. We'll do anything for you. What to speak of authority? Our life is meant for you. You tell us what do you want. So, beyond authority is another life. From authority it starts and it goes up to pure love. There's another living there. A devotee lives in that range beyond authority. But people who want to enjoy material life, they come under the authority. Om Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasrakshat Sahasrapat. You are Supreme God. You are everything. You are the source. You are the origin. Please help me. Hiranyakashipu has come. Ravana has come, this has happened, that has happened. I know your authority, only you can help me. That also I will do. That also I will do. But this is not the way you should keep praying. You should elevate yourself to higher prayer, because I want to have affair with you. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji maam namaskuru. This is the beginning. Right? I actually want to have a relationship with you in the rasa. And I want to have dealings with you, relations with you, completely different. I invite you to that. Don't always be saying Om Sagasa Sitsa Purusha and keep on living in this world trying to enjoy under my authority. That is religion. That is okay. That is good. You must do. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttana madharmasya paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha duskritam. This is called religion. So religion is very necessary. Only then you can introduce God. And only then people will follow God. So religion is meant for introducing God and making you civilized. It's very basic, accepting authority of God. Beyond that comes really the genuine spiritual life. Learning to love God. Learning to love God. So when God makes statements like this, authoritatively, Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya, aham sarvasya prabhu matasarvam pravartate. He is making God statements in Bhagavad Gita. I am God. You are my part and parcel. But he will also say, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji. Why don't you just fall in love with me? It is the easiest thing to do. Why don't you just cultivate this bhakti? So devotee, he crosses that type of authoritarian structure and just be religion alone. He goes beyond. He starts serving the Lord. He starts hearing the pastimes of the Lord, chanting the names of the Lord, develops a taste for that. And he becomes a lover of God. The Bhagavatam will show you the way for that. That's why in the next shloka, Kapila is saying, I have come for this purpose only, to show I am authority. Other purposes I will come later, and I'll come as Lord Chaitanya, I'll come as this thing, I'll come all that and show you as Rama, and I'll show you different types of things. See, the path of self-realization, which is very difficult to understand, is lost in due course of time. My appearance in this world, the next shloka, is especially to explain the philosophy of Sankhya, which is highly esteemed for self-realization by those desiring freedom from the entanglement of unnecessary material desires. This is what I have come for. To give you Sankhya philosophy, and he will preach this to his mother. His mother will understand, she will understand matter, spirit, everything, become self-realized, and then become attached to the Lord. So there are various stages of knowledge. Knowledge of who am I, what am I, basic information that Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita. And what is his world? What is this world constituted of? What is matter made of? This is Sankhya philosophy. Matter and spirit, what's the difference? What is matter made of? How is this world created with matter? How we are inside it? All these things are Sankhya philosophy. That is, Krishna will speak about it also in the Bhagavad Gita. So he is saying here, Kapila is saying, I have come to explain this properly so that it will be good for self-realization. Difference between matter and spirit will be understood. Aham Brahmasmi, I am spirit, will be understood. This is the first step in education. Education means understanding I am not matter, I am spirit. I am not this body, I am spirit soul. This is when you can say you are educated, you have knowledge. If you don't know difference between matter and spirit, you are uneducated. Brahmana means Brahmajana Titi Brahmana. Means he knows spirit, which means he knows matter also. He knows matter and spirit, difference between matter and spirit, he has got knowledge. Okay? In this way, there are various levels of knowledge. Krishna Tattva, who is Krishna? That is knowledge. What is Rasa? What is relationship of God with his Rasa Tattva? That is knowledge. Bhakti, what is it? That is knowledge. Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Prema Tattva Sara, Bhava Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Leela Tattva Ara. These 6 tattvas, philosophy, Krishna, Bhakti, Prema, Rasa, Leela, Bhava, all these 6 things together, each one of them is a philosophy and understanding properly. All that you don't have to lump it into one and say Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness consists of all these things. This is knowledge of Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Prema Tattva, all these different levels of high class knowledge. If you read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, you will get to understand all these tattvas. Rasa, Bhava, ecstatic emotions, Bhava. That tattva, what is the meaning of it? So there are so many levels of knowledge leading up to Krishna consciousness, Rasa Tattva, Prema Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Krishna Tattva. Krishna is explaining himself in Bhagavad Gita very simply. I am God. I am the Supreme Brahman. From me comes everything. This world is matter running under my material energy. You are also part of my Tatasha Shakti material energy. Like that is giving simple fundamental lessons in Bhagavad Gita. So that is why God is accepted as authority. Because he is naturally authority. Everything is coming from him. What is the difficulty in accepting God as authority? Right? If you learn, if you study, you will see that yes, I want to accept such a person as authority, as a supreme authority. This culture of accepting God is the first step in being a cultured person. If you don't have God in your life, you are uncultured, uncouth, low class. That's all. Simple, this education should be taught from when he is very young. From a very young, you should be taught this. This is knowledge. Very simple. And everybody, many people from the past, from many janmas, they already accept, they have a natural inclination for God. In India, most of the people will have a natural inclination for God because Bharata Bhumite Hoila Manusya Janmajar Janma Shartaka Kurikara Paraupakar. If you're born in India, naturally you are a great soul. Because already you have something to do with God. Otherwise you won't be born here. But unfortunately, if you are born here also now, you will go against God and against the authority of God and become an idiot. Because of many people leading in the government. The type of governments we have, the leaders are also big time idiots. So they don't lead people into God consciousness. So this is a problem. That is why Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So people can come here and learn about God, learn about themselves, practice bhakti and make progress in life, become cultured human beings. And beyond that become devotees. And beyond that become persons who are completely absorbed in the Supreme Lord. So this is the way Prabhupada started this movement. He said it's meant for the highest human welfare and service to the Lord. So when you start serving the Lord, automatically you will serve human beings. It's a byproduct. You don't have to serve people saying that I don't serve God, I serve only people. Then you got it wrong. Even your service to people will be stuck. It will not go properly. If you learn how to serve God, inside that is included serving people. Automatically it will happen. So all this comes out of understanding the authority of God. Culture of God consciousness. Very nicely Prabhupada has mentioned these things in the Bhagavad Gita in the purports. So accepting God is not an option. Nowadays it's become an option. If you want, oh, I don't believe in God. You believe, oh, you believe. I am an atheist. I like to be called atheist. It's a title. If you don't believe in God, you get a title. And it Purimaya, I am not believing in God. As though it's a great thing. You're a fool, as per Bhagavad Gita. Very soon you'll be forced to believe in God. Why? You will die. You will die. That belief also will die. You will die. And not only that, you are powerfully under the control of material nature. If you have little intelligence, you will at least find out these things by using your intelligence. Unfortunately, you have the wrong people leading you, and you have not accepted the authority of a proper guru, bona fide guru, Sat Guru. You have not accepted properly, and so you will never understand. That is why this education is very important. God is not an option. God should be mandatorily introduced right from young. Kaumaram Acharat Prajna. School means learning about God first, not about computer science and math and physics and all that. First you learn about God, automatically math, physics, science will follow very nicely. This is the secret of education. The secret of education is introduce him to God first. Let him become a servant of God. I've seen many people do that very nicely at home. And many of our children who are born to devotees are very highly fortunate. They get introduced to that. Because if you go and see what's happening outside, it's so bad. Neither the father knows, the mother knows anything about God or spiritual life or nothing. And they are, it's okay, you do what you want. I give you freedom. You do what you want, because you spoil yourself if I give you freedom. And it is okay. It's, you don't understand. Just don't understand. Because you were never taught. You were never taught. So in this way, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's contribution to the whole world is so amazing. If we can follow correctly and try to make ourselves progressive, you will see the big change will come in society. It's already happening. It's going to happen. Nobody is going to stop it, because it's Krishna's desire. So thank you all very much for following these instructions from Prabhupada's books and worshipping Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna, and reading Prabhupada's books and sharing this knowledge with others so that they may also follow this path. This is ultimate human welfare. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Guru Premanande. Any question or comment? Yeah.
Krishna Maharaj, only one question, Ratnakar Prabhu. Maharaj, kindly guide us how Varnashram concept is relevant and applicable to the present age. For general populace, the active working ages is accepted as 58 or 60.
Active working age.
Active working age is accepted as 58 or 60.
Okay, I thought I'll not touch that topic because it's about retirement from house and everything. It's very sensitive and there were a lot of grahasthas here. But if you are yourself asking me, I'll have to explode. Varnashrama Panchashordhvam Vanam Vrajet, Prabhupada is saying, you live 25 years as a brahmachari, then you get married and live 25 years as a grihastha, and when you become 50 years old, you should callously say tata, bye-bye to your children and to your wife and step out and go. Vanaprasthi. You should go to the vana, on the way to the forest. You should go. You should become detached from wife, husband, that, this, everything. And you should practice complete detachment and vairagya. And then when you are 75 years old, you must take sannyasa. Or even before that, you will take sannyas. Become totally free from any civil responsibility. And simply, sannyas means nobody will blame him for anything. Cannot blame him. Because he will simply sit and chant Hare Krishna, eat little prasadam, and live a very minimalistic life. And he will fill it with Krishna consciousness. Nobody can say anything to him. Nobody can say anything to him. This is the design for human life. So it should be planned and organized like that. Of course, this is Kali Yuga. And we come into Krishna consciousness at various stages in life. Some people have started chanting when they're 70 years old. It does not mean that as soon as he gets initiated, he directly gets initiated as sannyasi. Because you're already 70 years old. It doesn't work like that. You sometimes have people who are in various levels of age groups. So according to that, we get introduced first and get educated properly. When you're a little older, it's more difficult to get inside Krishna consciousness, unfortunately. If you're younger, it is maybe a little more easy to get inside. But of course, there are challenges. Your senses are very strong, your mind is very strong, and you have all sorts of desires, and your, whole arrangement and things are fit for sense gratification. So there are a lot of challenges. So, however, a person in whichever stage in life can get educated in Krishna consciousness. How much you may be able to practice it depends on how much you can implement. Some people can implement directly, they're very determined. Some people cannot. Some people are weakened by other partners who are with them. Some people are weakened by the social situation they are in. They can't get out of it. But for all these things, there are solutions. What's the best thing you could do? That's why we accept Guru. And according to his direction, you just go ahead and do. And things happen. So, Varnashrama requires Guru. It is not that we are practicing Varnashrama without the help of a mentor and a preceptor. It requires that you have a proper Guru. Otherwise, you'll go to astrologer, you'll go to the next door neighbor who is patapata vibodhi putting in, doing some mantravadam. You'll go to one of these people. Don't go. You ask the right person. That's why you ask for a bona fide Guru, and then you follow him. Under that situation, how to follow Varnashrama now in this day and age in Kali Yuga, that is described by Prabhupada inside. We may not have reached that ideal stage yet in ISKCON, definitely. Still everything is an experimental stage, but gradually things will happen. Because the world is also changing so much fast. People's lives are very complex. There are many factors in their life. There is technology, now there is AI, there is all sorts of things affecting people and changing their lives in many ways. So accordingly, the new gurus have to be keeping up with all these things and be able to give that type of advice and keep people up in Krishna consciousness. So, Varnashrama and retirement, one can retire. You see, retirement does not mean physically retire alone. Retirement actually means mentally retire. In terms of attachment, retire. In terms of desire, retire. So sometimes I see very grahasthas who are very advanced, they don't go away to some forest or change the cloth and all that. That is not required for them. Husband and wife are like sannyasis. They live minimal. They are just serving and they are doing amazingly. They are better than sannyasis, some of them. Right? So the spirit of renunciation should be there. Whether you are grahastha, vanaprastha, brahmacharya, sannyasi, for everybody it's important to have the spirit of renouncing material life. That is really Varnashrama. A brahmachari also, I am willing to follow the order of the Guru. If he does not tell me to eat, I don't eat. If he practices these things, then he will become fit for getting the mercy of the Lord. So Varnashrama means nothing. It's a nice design in society, so that in society many people who are pursuing sense gratification and also pursuing the supreme absolute truth mixed together can peacefully do what they need to do within the boundaries. That is called Varnashrama. Otherwise, Varnashrama is not needed if this junction of material and spiritual is not there. Everybody is liberated, like in the forest, rishis and sages are living. It's not required to institute Varnashrama there very much. It is a place where people are interested in spiritual life, but at the same time they are weakened by material attachment and attraction. Then Varnashrama comes in place. And it is necessary to scientifically organize society. And that is the way it is. It is science. Right? So in the modern day, many times, according to time, place and circumstances, we should accept and do the needful. I see grahasthas in different situations do things differently. I think most things, relevant thing is about grahasthas. Different things they do differently. Why? Sometimes people are quite free to renounce and go. Children are all settled. It's only me and wife at home. Wife is nicely fixed up in some service. She won't mind you going. If you want full time, you go and save. I don't mind. That's okay. And so sometimes people do that. Some people stay in the house only and they do that. They are very detached and manage. Sometimes the wife is in Canada and the husband is in preaching in Bangalore, and they're over the phone keeping in touch. So almost like Vanaprastha wife, Vanaprastha life only. And they keep in touch and all that. You are serving, I am serving. You want any help, I'll give you any help, like that. So we have to be practical, see time, place and circumstance and accordingly do things. But the basic spirit is renunciation. That's a spirit. That's a general answer to a general question. I hope that's understood. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Ragana Raghunathan Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam